Hey guys, welcome to Commander Lounge. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what I believe are the land staples in Commander. Well, so Commander staples, the lands that are Commander staples. These aren't really color focused. It's just any color you play. Usually these cards are going to go in. Because if I included cards that were more colored, focused on certain colors, Keswick Wolf Run would be in here because it ends game. And Yawgmoth, wait, what is it called? The black card that fixes everything. Tomb of Yawgmoth, whatever it is. you guys will probably correct me in the comments below because I can't think of it right now. But that's just great because it fixes your mana, it makes everything black. But you don't play that unless you're playing swamps, of course. So these aren't color-specific land cards, but these are what I believe should go in pretty much every Commander deck. The first thing we've got is fetch lands, these are the cheap, nice, budgety fetch lands. We got Evolving Wilds and Terramorphic Expanse. They're perfect. They fix your colors. They go grab what you need early. Yeah, they come into play tap, but who really cares about that in Commander? Usually Commander's not entirely a fast format. I mean, it's a multiplayer format, so you've got time. So these are perfect. These are actually, I know some of you guys are going to be thinking, yeah, but what about monocolored decks? This actually kind of works in monocolored decks, too. It can get the lands out of your deck. It can kind of, sift through your deck so you can draw more gas by getting lands out of it right away. And it synergizes real well with cards like Scroll Rack and Sensei's Divining Top, where if you don't like those top cards, you can just, fetch in response. So yeah, very good card. Should go in pretty much every deck. And, unless you can afford the more expensive fetches, then you can get those. And this is another alternative. I know if you guys seen my other videos, you guys know I absolutely love the panoramas. I only got the two right here. I only got Jun and Naya. But I'm basically just saying the full cycle of panoramas are very good in any deck, especially any multicolored deck, because it's a very aggressive fetch land. Because late game, it can come out and automatically tap for that expensive spell you wanna spend. Or early game turn 2, you can use it as a fetch. You can go and fetch the lands you need. And I'm actually excited. I'm hoping now that we've got whatever it's called, the enemy tricolors, or the clans, Mardu and all them. Now I want to see if in the future we get like Mardu panorama. Like that would be sweet. Because then we'll have we could fetch for days. We could have a real crazy budget list of lands we can have, because these cards really fly under the radar, and I don't understand it because people are just spending arm and leg on the fetches, and they're running like not even just like their fetches in their colors. Like they'll run all the fetches in their deck, and you really don't need to do that. So yeah, this is a great option. Should be in almost every. I mean, obviously, this is the one you get away from in monocolored. The monocolored decks, you would rather have the Terramorphic and Evolving Wilds if you wanna, filter out all the lands in your deck. So these are mainly for multicolored decks, and not just these. I'm talking about Esper Panorama, Bant Panorama, and I think it's Grixis Panorama is the last one. So yeah, the panorama cycles are amazing. And then Buried Ruins in here because, like I told you guys with the artifact staples, artifacts are very important because they fill in, they kind of fill in the strategy that's missing in your deck. Like whether your cards, whether your deck's, doesn't draw too well, the color doesn't draw too well, or the color doesn't kill too well or anything. Usually artifacts kind of fill in that void. And what's better than that than to get it back? Plus, I mean, pretty much every deck should be running Oblivion Stone, and you want to get that back. So Buried Ruin does that for you. It's very good getting back artifacts. So yeah, definitely think about putting this in your decks. Yeah, I don't have this in my Fight Club deck, but that's because my Fight Club deck only runs like 4 artifacts. So, just make sure you have enough artifacts to use this with. And next card, I know you guys know this card, and that's Temple of the False God. It's amazing. It's cheap. I mean, it's perfect for Commander because you're going to be getting five lands that game, so it's always going to be doing something. It's like I always see these as just ramp cards, And the other one is its better version, which is Ancient Tomb. This is one of those non-budget cards. This is one of those cards you should definitely splurge on. if you want your deck to be more competitive, this is one of those cards that you kind of need to have, because it's crazy when you put this out early. It's like a soul ring that hurts you. It's like a soul ring that shocks you. You know, you can tell in the beginning of a game that you've just gotten so far ahead in the game just by laying this card down. It definitely needs to go in almost every deck, especially if you're trying to play more competitively. It's a great card. And next we got our land removal, because it's very important to remove people's, you know, Cabal Coffers, or, you know, Gaia's Cradle, or Keswick Wolf Run, just the cards that could end games, or something annoying like Maze of Ith. You don't want that out there, especially if you're going the Voltron route. So run cards like Strip Mine, get rid of any land. It's an amazing card. And then if you don't have, you know, if you don't have a Strip Mine, Tectonic Edge is a nice budget alternative. It's just an amazing card. I love the promo art for it. It's awesome. Yeah, and don't forget Ghost Quarter. Ghost Quarter is really good too. You know, you could do other crazy stuff with the thing to search for land. I mean, you can do it to yourself too if you have, you know, a general that's more color intensive. You know, usually I don't run Ghost Quarter, because usually I just run Strip Mine and Tectonic Edge. But if you don't have Strip Mine and you want to run 2 of them and you're not playing green to destroy a whole bunch of non-creature permanents, I'd probably run like Tectonic Edge and Ghost Quarter. That's a good two land removal. So yeah, Ghost Quarter is pretty good. And I think the most important card to have in all your decks, regardless of whether or not your deck draws, is Reliquary Tower, because you will be facing decks that start out with Howling Mine or start out with Jace, and it's absolutely vital to have a Reliquary Tower when that happens, because you can just be discarding a lot of stuff that you need later, and, you know, having a Reliquary Tower will keep you from doing that. I think it's like when you think of any commander deck and you're going into the land, you automatically know you need to make room for a Reliquary Tower. That's what I do now. I'm automatically like, well, one of my colorless has to go to Reliquary Tower regardless, just because there's so many people that party draw, you know. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to do that, and you might as well be prepared for the fun. It's the best thing. Reliquary Tower is the best land card in EDH or Commander, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, you guys let me know what your land staples are. I know some of you guys are like, I need to put Maze of Ith in every single deck. That's more you controlling players out there. But, you know, I know there's other people that are just going to be like, man, you completely missed this. And I like to hear it, because I know, I thought about this morning when I woke up, and I was like, oh my god, how did I do a green commander staple without doing, you know, lands commander staples? Because, you know, the lands is kind of like with music. It's like you can't play without you can't have music without the drum beat in the background. That's what lands are. Lands are the drum beat to your commander deck, and it's absolutely vital. You know, it's tough to say whether or not it's more important than artifacts, because artifacts really round out your deck. But I think in my eyes, they're pretty equal to the importance of the type of cards you play in your commander deck. Because yeah, lands they can help you, you know, answer stuff, get out really far. Hell, they can even help you win the game, like Keswick Wolf Run does, which is ridiculous. But yeah, just let me know your guys' land staples. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Like, favorite, and subscribe. You guys have a good day. Take it easy.